And we are back! Welcome to This Week in AI Live, the only show that peeks behind the curtain of RocketHub's private investor calls. I'm Harry.
And I'm Archer. We're here to distill the fire hose of genius from Clay Speakman and Marshall Briggs into something your mortal brain can handle. And frankly, something my mortal brain can handle.
It's true. Episode 2 of their internal AI Live was a whirlwind. They're not just talking about AI. They are literally running their company with it. Plan, build, grow, run. It's the full mantra.
Absolutely. And we've picked our 5 favourite moments from this week's sessions. Kicking off with what I'm calling the Great Screen Sharing Saga.
Oh, this was gold. So Clay and Marshall, these guys are building systems that connect databases and AI agents in ways most people can't even fathom. And what's the first major production hurdle they hit?
Google Meet. You can't make this up. They discovered that if you share your entire window, Google Meet kills the audio. You have to share individual tabs to keep the sound flowing.
It's such a perfect, humbling moment. Here you are, demonstrating the future of business operations, and you're getting tripped up by the same tech that foils every corporate middle manager on a Tuesday morning.
It just proves that even AI-native companies are still wrestling with the basics. It's not about having flawless tech. It's about figuring out the workarounds while you build the sophisticated stuff on top. A crucial lesson, honestly.
Exactly. And speaking of sophisticated stuff, that brings us to key moment number 2. The evolution of their Astra superadmin agent. This thing is becoming a beast. It sounds mundane, but that's the plumbing that makes everything work. But the real kicker was his discovery about their database, Superbase. It has a built-in AI assistant.
Right, and you'd think, okay, cute little add-on. No. Clay tested it against Claude for database operations. Claude had a 20% error rate.
Which, for a top-tier model, is actually pretty good in a complex environment. The Superbase AI, though?
0% error rate. It performed 20 major database operations, connecting financial data, AI news, meeting transcripts, company docs, flawlessly. The native tool beat the generalist. That's a huge insight.
It shows their whole philosophy in action. Use the best tool for the specific job. Don't just throw one AI at everything. And the result is this Astra agent that's becoming the central nervous system for their entire company.
From wrestling with Google Meet to an agent with a 0% error rate on complex database tasks. The duality of modern tech work. So, what happens when your AI is not just a tool, but also your biggest critic?
You're teeing up key moment 3, the AI show director's performance review. This was incredible. They fed all their past show transcripts into Claude and asked it to act as their show director and give them a performance review.
I love this so much. Getting notes from the machine. What did it say? More feeling, Clay. Project, Marshall.
Pretty close, actually. It identified their strengths first. It praised their authentic real-world implementation and their natural chemistry. The AI ships them, basically.
The AI knows what the people want. But what about the criticisms? The notes part of the notes.
This is where it got super useful. It flagged inconsistent audio quality as a major issue, which they acknowledged, and it gave a crucial piece of audience advice. They were operating at, quote, AI native speed.
I get that. They get so deep, so fast. It's amazing for developers, but maybe a bit much for everyone else.
Exactly. The AI recommended they slow down their explanations to better serve the AI-curious members of their audience, not just the experts. It's a level of meta-commentary and self-improvement that is just wild to see facilitated by the very tech they're discussing.
Using AI to make their content about AI more accessible. My brain is folding in on itself, which is a perfect segue to key moment 4, the death to spreadsheets revolution.
Yes! Or, more accurately, death to manually building spreadsheets. Clay showed how their AI events director planned a complex hiking trip for their team.
Let me guess, it didn't just make a list of names.
Not even close. Clay gave it conversational instructions, and the AI generated a full-blown participant management spreadsheet. We're talking automated grouping, gear checklists based on roles, intuitive drop-down menus for dietary needs, the works. It did in minutes what would take a person hours of tedious work.
Okay, that's impressive. But that's still AI doing structured data work. I feel like there's another shoe about to drop.
Here's the shoe. The best part, they needed to assign group leaders for the hike. Instead of just picking names, they fed the AI the transcript of their team's WhatsApp group chat about the trip.
Unstructured data. The holy grail.
Exactly. The AI analyzed the entire conversation. Who was giving advice, who was talking about their past experience, who was asking the right questions. And from that, it identified the 8 most experienced hikers and designated them as the group leaders.
That is insane. It's making a nuanced, qualitative judgment call based on conversational slang and context. That's not just automation, that's augmentation. That's genuine intelligence.
It's a perfect example of what they're building. It's not about replacing people, it's about giving them superpowers. Now, for the grand finale, key moment 5, the accidental theme song.
Every good show needs a theme song. Let me guess, they used their AI show director for this too?
Of course, they used it to prompt Suno, the music AI. It generated a couple of options. Clay's reaction to option A was priceless. He said it had the perfect pace and these guitar riffs that just made him want to run. It captured their high-energy vibe perfectly.
What about option B?
A little too chill. A bit more strolling through a meadow than building the future of AI. So, option A is the official, unofficial theme song now.
I love it. But you can't have a show without cover art. Did the AI handle that too?
It did. They tried using something called sim theory. The results were memorable. It generated images of Clay and Marshall, but as, and I quote, 1990s rappers.
Oh no! Please tell me more.
Oh, it gets better. Apparently, Marshall looked like he was 35, and Clay looked like he was 12. So, a middle-aged rapper and his child prodigy sidekick.
I would pay good money to see that. This immediately led to discussions of merchandise, right? RocketHub AI Live tour jackets.
100%. The 90s rapper art is now canon. It just shows the whole spectrum, right? From a perfectly tuned theme song to hilariously off-base cover art. It's a creative partner, but you still need that human tastemaker to curate the output.
That's the perfect summary of the whole session. From Google Meet fiascos to AI performance reviews and analysing WhatsApp chats to pick hiking leaders. It's this constant dance between human intuition and AI execution.
It really is. They're not just doing demos, they're showing a new way to operate. Using innate-in workflows, Claude projects, Superbase, all these different tools working in concert, with them conducting the orchestra.
Well, that was our top 5. Another week of brilliance from the RocketHub team. I, for one, am ready for that 90s rapper merch to drop.
Me too. Thanks for tuning in to This Week in AI Live. We'll be back next week to decode more of the future. Stay curious, everyone.